What's good? How y'all doing this afternoon? Welcome back to the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. This is the Don. Coach is not with us this afternoon. He will be here this evening for our weekly Sunday evening show. But what's going on, you guys? Everybody in the chats, let us know how y'all doing this evening. This is the Falcons versus Rams halftime report show. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holla at your hometown sports podcast. We have two guests on with us right now. J.R. Clark from Pound for Pound. How you doing, man?
What's going on, fellas? Y'all doing all right?
All right.
Yes, sir. It's good, man. Mike, it's good. I don't need no introduction, man.
I already know, man. All right. So, right now, the score is 13-3 Rams. Yeah, we pretty much, we know, it's been like this almost every single game this season. We playing from behind and going into the half. I'm going to start with J.R. Clark. What's your thoughts of the game so far?
I mean, so far, the tale to me is something we were talking about before it all got going, is they can't keep Matt Ryan upright today. The offensive line looks horrible. Wade Phillips is making them look like, junior varsity offensive line. And Matt Ryan has been, sacked twice, hit 11 times on 22 dropbacks. I mean, that ain't no good.
Yeah. All right. And Mike, your take?
I was kind of telling you guys this earlier, but at this point, I think there's the philosophy with the experience makes little sense. You can't have two guards and Jamon Brown Carpenter, and then you have a rookie right tackle, and then run these elaborate schemes. Like, that doesn't make sense. These guys are still young. They're still trying to gain chemistry with each other. And we know as offensive linemen need that chemistry together. They don't have that chemistry together, and that's why you're seeing Matt Ryan getting punished. And at this point, there's only a couple of things you could do. As one, concede victory, concede that this is a loss, and continuously run the ball and protect Matt Ryan, or you just continue down this road of dropping Matt Ryan back 30 times, because it's going to be at least 30 times to try to get back into this game, and pretty much get him killed, get him murdered. So the choice is yours. The choice is yours.
Yeah.
Right now, you're almost in a lose-lose situation as far as that goes.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you can take the sting out of that defensive line, either with some, quick hitters or screens or whatnot. But you run the risk on that, like you said, with the inexperience with Jamon Brown and Caleb McGarry and Carpenter. They haven't had enough time together to gel. So what you would normally try to run to, slow down that pass rush, you're not able to pull it off.
Yeah. That's why I said, the look, it's real frustrating right now, man. Like, as far as the O-line goes, like, give credit to Wade Phillips, because what he's doing, he's creating mismatches, and he's doing a lot of stunts. He's really picking on Caleb McGarry and Jamon Brown. He picking on that right side of that line, and he know Jamon Brown is not that good, and Caleb McGarry is a rookie, so. I seen a few times Aaron Donald was on Caleb McGarry. So,
I mean, they're making Dante Fowler look like a first-round pick again.
Wow.
I mean,
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that, but hey, you went there, so.
And by the team that drafted him for not much in return, and they're making him look like a mistake. What does Stephen A. Smith say? If you want to get right, play the Falcons. Well, Dante Fowler getting right.
Man. Wow, you had to go there, man.
Yeah, man. Wow.
I can't. Look,
Yeah, I can't defend that, man. You know, we got
I
nothing to say
can't
to
say
that.
anything about it. We've been at this point, man, and at this point, I think it's just a bad. It's just a bad energy with this team, and I think there's nothing you could do to right this ship. You just have to write this off in our terror, in their terror, and just say this season is over with. And people's like looking at me right now, probably calling me a hypocrite, calling me now because I preach. You know, you have to stay with the team, stay with the squad. But as far as that is concerned, when there's a bad energy, you have to pretty much let go of all your morals, everything that you teach, because it's only going to get worse. And the only way you're going to make this thing better is just you got to fire Dan Quinn. You got to see if Thomas Dimitroff is the guy, and you have to go out and get a guy with experience because you don't want to waste Matt Ryan's Julio Jones next year. So you have to get a head coach with experience. You cannot go out and get a
college coach. That ain't gonna work. And here's my thing. Hold on. Here's my thing. And I'm glad you brought up Thomas Dimitroff. Now, I don't think Thomas Drew, even if Arthur Blank says Dimitroff, your job is safe, you'll be back next year. I don't think Dimitroff want to stay around for a third coach. But here's the thing. If Arthur Blank wants to win a championship, he has to bring in a GM that knows defense. Now, two guys come to mind in experience. I'm not talking about head coach. I'm talking about GM. Because these are the guys that have the final say on who gets to be on this team via draft or trades or even free agency. Now, the two people that come to mind, Tony Dungy, Bill Cowher. All right? Those two guys are pretty much, we know they doing broadcasting right now, but I'm pretty sure if you want them to be here in Atlanta as a GM, Arthur Blank gonna have to back up a Brinks truck, bring them guys in, because I really think that Tony Dungy as a GM here in Atlanta, I think that'll work for us, man, as far as getting this defense to where we needed to be. Everybody in the chat, how y'all doing this afternoon? Mark, Coach, he's in the chat too, so he'll pretty much answer y'all questions. But Coach, he even said Jamon Brown will get hurt soon. No, he gonna get Matt Ryan hurt soon if he don't block.
Right.
Y'all gonna be shy because they can't keep Matt Ryan upright.
Yep. Old Fisher said Deion Jones is having a good game, so is KZ. Yeah, they playing better today. They are playing better today.
Seems like Deion finally getting his feet back up under him from that injury.
Exactly.
Right.
And we said it's gonna take a few games, so it's gonna take a while. Now you seeing, even Rico, he's still struggling a little bit. It's gonna take him a while to get together.
I want to say something about Ricardo Allen, man. Honestly, I think it's time to just trade Ricardo Allen. He just does not have what it takes to be a free safety in the NFL anymore. He's late on a lot of plays, and that's just showing a lack of athleticism. You can't have a guy with strong safety speed and athleticism playing free safety. KZ, whether he likes it or not, if he wants to become a great player in the NFL, he has to play free safety because he's gifted at that position. So it's really up to the Falcons to either do what they don't want to do, trade Ricardo, or find a new position, because free safety is not happening. And you're seeing a lot of receivers get to make plays that Ricardo Allen typically don't give up, and he's giving up a lot of these plays. And you can see it as his athleticism, it just isn't there anymore.
What if he were to move him down in the box and let him be the strong safety and move KZ out into free safety, at least for the remainder of this year?
Yeah, but the thing is, KZ don't even want to play free safety. He says it's boring. But here's the thing: you don't got a choice of what type of job you want. You on his team, so if we want you to play free safety, you need to play free safety, or we can send you somewhere else.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
want to play quarterback, coach.
Yeah, right. Yeah, put me in, coach. No, I mean, I would definitely be willing to move KZ out to free safety, let Ricardo, play strong to where he could possibly even help. I mean, because dude's smart. He knows this stuff. He knows this defense. So, let him be closer to the line where he can, help identify other stuff.
Yeah.
Some of these plays coming.
It's 23 people. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I will say at least for the first half, the defense has looked better. I don't know if y'all have noticed any kind of like formation changes. I haven't been able to make any of that stuff back.
They playing a 5-2 today. That's what I've seen.
Yeah,
they've been playing 5-2. Yeah, they playing 5-2 today.
They keep out of coverage.
Well, that's good, at least.
As much as possible. Like he's not in coverage as much as he's been. And like what I'm seeing, what the Rams are doing as they're attacking. We're talking about the corners, but when you look at the film, a lot of these are crossing routes. A lot of these are deep passes over the middle. And if you have a free safety who is able to get to those plays don't happen. And that's why I say we have at some point the Falcons have to look at themselves and say Ricardo Allen is not the same player that he once was. That I heard a lot of players on the team because Ricardo Allen is the team leader, but he just doesn't have the athleticism to keep up with these receivers, man. And that's just a fact.
All right. So we got 22 people in the chat, guys. Y'all hit that like button, y'all. Also, I just saw somebody say something about Ito. I don't think Ito's good, man. That hit he pretty much tried to block, and he did not do a good job at that. And
it reminds me of Free in 2017 where he just didn't recover from that first concussion. Yeah. And this is why I say to a lot of fans like that think DeAndre Swift is going to be this next great running back. I'm just like the way the NFL is designed right now, there's an epidemic with running backs and concussions. You need at least 3 good running backs. You're not going to get these massive contracts from running backs anymore. So you have to have running back by committee. And look, man, Ito Smith. Yeah. At this point, man, I just don't know I don't know what you do with this running back position besides just let Quadri and Brian Hill do their thing, because like you have 2 small running backs in Freeman, Ito Smith. That's just a recipe for disaster.
I know people get sick of me saying this, that why did we waste 2 draft picks this year on running backs and we're not even using one? We're not even using one of them. And the other one, he's gone. He's in Philly. Mm-hmm. So like I just
you were trying to get him to a returner. I agree. No, the whole thing, like my whole point is, why are we keeping this many running backs on roster just to have so many of them inactive? Exactly. Just to constantly go in, like you were saying before, Mike. You're keeping your 2 smallest backs. Those are the ones you're keeping active. Why aren't we at least giving Brian Hill or Quadre Olison a chance? Especially in short yardage situations. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
It don't.
It makes no sense.
And I saw somebody say, old Fisher, he said, I want to scramble the QB in Atlanta. It creates another weapon that stands to play and helps out the O-line. Like, guys, look, I don't care what type of quarterback you bring in here. We ain't go fix the O-line. It doesn't matter what type of quarterback you have. It's not going to work. I mean, Matt Ryan is not the problem. Matt Ryan is not the problem at all. It's the O-line.
Right. Y'all saw how effective Russell Wilson was last few years when his O-line was cheese paper. Mm-hmm. He wasn't as effective as he could be, flat out.
Exactly. We look at all these flashy quarterbacks and everything, but you guys don't look at what it takes to win. Like, look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls, not off his legs, but because he had a good O-line and he had a defense.
Yep.
The thing what I hate most about mobile quarterbacks is you're going to be looking for a new quarterback every 3 years or so because these guys are going to get hurt. Every 3 years, you're going to look for a backup. And you're going to waste the second round. You're going to waste the third, fourth. You're going to waste a middle round pick for a backup with mobile quarterbacks because they are constantly on the move. And with players are just bigger, faster, stronger these days, they're going to get hurt.
And look at Cam Newton. Look at Cam Newton.
Cam Newton's a perfect example.
I mean, and Cam Newton has the body type to handle it, and he's still breaking down.
Yep, that's true. Well, all right, you guys, game's back on. Rams is running down the field. They pretty much, they're in the red zone now. So,
well, I appreciate it, guys.
What'd you say?
I was just telling y'all, I appreciate y'all letting me come on.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you coming on, man. Anytime, man. All right, you have any more thoughts or anything before we end?
Yeah, let's get a real good pass rusher with this draft pick. It's gonna be in the top 10. So let's get a real good pass rusher, huh? Who's with me?
I want an outside linebacker. That's what we really need, to be honest with you.
Somebody that can actually hit the quarterback. That's what I want.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate it, Mad Mike.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Falcons fans, we do not need a first-year head coach to replace Dan Quinn. Should that happen, and it looks like that will happen, we need an experienced coach with the resume to go with it. And if you don't like it, so freaking what? Rex Ryan, Marvin Lewis, Lovie Smith, all of these guys have had the experience. I'm so sick and tired of you suggesting pretty guys. I don't care about these model types with these
Lincoln Riley.
These I don't care about that. We need guys who will actually get the crap done, okay? We need to get it done. We don't need this nice guy mentality. We don't need this anymore. This nice guy mentality is getting us exactly where we at right now. Dan Quinn talks all this big crap and does absolutely nothing. His team is still soft. Mike Smith did the exact same thing. Falcons fans, we need an a-hole in Atlanta. Whether you like it or not, that's what we need.
You know what?
And
I'm glad you.
That guy is Rex Ryan. You don't have to like Rex Ryan, but he gets what Matt Ryan needs is a defense.
Yep.
He doesn't need another offensive coach. He needs a guy with experience of turning around defense and making them halfway decent.
Yep.
That's what we need, Falcons fans.
And I try to tell people this, man. Look, even if we don't get top 10 defense with the new head coach, if we could just be average. Like 15 or 30, like that's good enough. People forget we walked into the Super Bowl 2016 with the 26th ranked defense.
That's it.
Right.
Like if the offense does its job like it always do, and we can just make stops and create some turnovers, like we could be right back in the Super Bowl. No problem.
Yep.
So that's guys, we just telling y'all what it is. Like stop saying, oh, Lincoln Riley's not gonna come here do anything. If Lincoln Riley's gonna come here, guess what's gonna end up happening? Matt Ryan's gonna be gone. Pretty much all this whole offense is gonna be gone. He gonna create his own new system with no defense, and we're gonna be square one again in 3 years. Fire him, getting another head coach.
We're gonna turn it to the Browns.
Exactly. So it's not gonna work with no Lincoln Riley. So, but everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all joining us. We're gonna get back to the game. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. We'll be back later on this evening around 8:30. We're gonna have Eric Quintana on to talk about the Atlanta United, their big victory yesterday. Now they moving on to the conference semifinals for the MLS Cup. So join us then. As always, come holla at your hometown sports podcast. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all game. Have a great afternoon.